Record this.
All right, how you doing, everybody? Welcome back to episode 2 of 3 Rails, 4 Dads. So the other night we covered volume 1, part 1 of the Lionel 2024 catalog. And tonight we're going to jump into the remaining items that we didn't cover that we wanted to talk about. But like always, please be sure to follow us on Instagram and YouTube at 3 Rails, 4 Dads. I'm Art from Art's Model Trains, and I'm joined with Mike from the Datified channel, Ray from Ray's Trains, and Del Hudson from the Del Hudson 71 Instagram channel. All right, guys, let me get the catalog up and we'll dive in.
And thank you again, everybody, for who joined us on that first one. I think I speak for all of us. That was a ton of fun.
You sure
That
was.
definitely was.
I mean, all the comments coming through.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Every one of the comments was really lively, and it was a great time.
It was a lively live stream.
Absolutely.
All right. We are up, and we want to start with the PS2 covered hoppers. Who wants to jump in first?
Well, Del just showed us one, so why don't we let Del show off his?
Yeah,
Okay, I won't spoil your wish list then, Ray. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you go full screen now with the thing?
There we go.
Okay. When I saw these were released in the catalog, I was excited about them. Yeah, there was no D&H ones in there, but I collect other railroads too. But you can't see in the catalog are the details of these die-cast ends with the air cylinders, the separately applied details. The ladders are so thin. The legs on the ladders. You have to be very careful with them, but they're gorgeous cars. The underside detail and the detail on the roof, it's all separately applied. The hatches open up on them. Lionel did do a really good job in the catalog showing these off, but I wanted to show you what one looks like. So yes, the ends are made out of die cast. That's how they get that nice fine detail. The chain on the brake is separate. It's a gorgeous car. It has weight, so you don't have to run it at the back of your train and worry about it get ripped off the track. You can run them in the middle of your train. They'll stay on the track. So that's all I wanted to point out on these cars. But I do love them, and those weathered ones, they really turned me on in this catalog. All right, Ray.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to pass it on to Ray because he's excited about these as well.
I liked these before I saw Del's, so I definitely want them now, and I'm probably going to get both Conrails. And I'm interested.
What a surprise!
What a shocker! But I'm interested to see their weathering job because they've kind of, I don't know. You guys tell me they've done a good job on the graffiti, but I don't know. Have they done many weathered jobs like this? That's
a good question. No, I have not seen any weathered rolling stock. I've only seen the graffitied rolling stock from them.
So I'm definitely getting that one at least. So.
Well, the way they described it in the live stream the other day, right, was it's a good start that if you wanted to just leave it the way it was, you could leave it, or if you wanted to weather it further, you could.
You could do it, yeah.
But yeah, I really like those Conrail ones. I think they look good. I like the weathered one. Looks like that. It's like rusty kind of on it.
Yeah.
It looks good. And I have to say, I have one of these as part of my Union Carbide train, and I agree with Del. The detail on them is spectacular. And the price, look at the price on these. $89 for the unweathered, $99 for the weathered. If you're buying from a dealer, your price is going to be lower than that. That's a bargain for these. It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it's a quality car.
Yeah. Before we move forward, just a quick call out. Next page, same CA-1 cabooses as were in the catalog. The last was it last time or last volume one? I think it was, right? I think it was the big book last year, and those are the ones that had the legacy sound in them. So these do not, and you can the price reflects it. But those are really nice detailed cabooses if anybody's interested.
No accidents.
No accidents.
I like that they give you different options like that. That's nice.
Yeah.
If you don't want to drop all that money for the.
do you guys go by the rule of if you have an engine, it has to have, like, you can have whatever freight cars behind it, but if it doesn't have a matching Caboose road name, like, you have to pair them up? Are you guys the same way?
Yes and no, because I run EOT devices on a lot of my modern stuff. So you don't even
Fancy
have a
pants.
caboose there. But yeah, with my older stuff, I like to have a matching caboose. There's the woods. If you're gonna run steam, you want a wood-sided one, and there's different eras, even through the bay window at the end, of the before the modern diesel came out during the 70s and 80s. Those bay caboose, well, in 70s the EOT came out, but they were still using them up to almost 1980 a caboose. So yeah,
I'm
I
kind
do
of
a
with
little both.
Dell. I have a couple of EOTs, and I think when we get to the tankers, we're gonna talk more about those because Dell has ones that I'm jealous of, and I'm a little bummed they didn't offer that on these 3-packs. But we'll talk about that when we get there, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, we're there.
Yeah, we're there. And I have to say, I run a caboose on every one of my trains. And if it
Okay.
doesn't match, I have like a Lionel lines,
Like a
like
generic.
like a generic one that I try to
Yeah.
run. I wanted to get one of those MTH unmarked ones that Mr. Muffins had, but I ended up buying the Union Pacific one instead.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. We're on the tank cars. Go.
Well, before we do this, since you have the other page up, the
Yeah.
A&P reefer car, I've been hearing a lot of buzz out in the community. A lot of people like that A&P reefer car there on the left. So
Yep, that'll be one I'm ordering.
I
You are gonna
I
get it,
don't
Art?
want I'm not a big reefer unless it's the 57-foot mechanical reefer. Then yeah, I like those. I was hoping to see some cryo trans trains in his catalog, but not this time. I can wait. Okay, the Ray and I were excited when we heard there were going to be 50-foot tankers in this one because he and I both like some modern freight.
Yeah.
But I do have to say, well, what Ray's saying, he's jealous. The last run in 2018, they offered tankers with EOT devices and they offered them with sound units in them. So I have one of each. I had a sound car and the EOT one. But I can tell you the railings on the bottom, everything is brittle. You have to handle these gently. So if you're putting them in and out of a box, get ready to have some issues with that coming off. But I was disappointed because I wanted some GATX in black, and they're only offering them in white. And I will get the white one, just the one. I'm not going to get a 3-pack. If they were in black or UTLX, or even the AC and FX ones, then I would have got the 3-pack to go with my other ones I have from 2018. But yeah, I'm not an ADM or a Cargill fan, so I was a little disappointed. But at least I get some variety. I'll have a white tanker to go with my black one. So
Yeah,
it's not
I'm
all
gonna
white.
get. I don't think I'm gonna get the 3-pack either, but I am probably gonna get the ADM just because when my former days when I was working on the farm, I drove to ADM. I've told Dell this. I would drive to. I would bring like wheat and corn loads into ADM. So I like ADM. So I'm gonna be getting that one.
Cool.
Nice. 1-pack or 1 or 3-pack?
I'm just gonna go with one because I don't know if you guys have seen it on my channel. I actually have a 3-pack of the Norfolk Southern, the red and black. Was it like the fire safety one?
Yeah, I've seen them.
But I noticed now later on, people like to say Lionel doesn't get the colors right. They're more pink than red. And I didn't know any better. I got them like when I was 2 months into the hobby, and then Atlas made them, and they were red, and MTH did too, I think. And I was like, oh, mine aren't right, I guess. But I don't care. I still like them, but I just thought that was
Yeah.
funny.
Well,
That's
all the more
cool.
reason to get more black ones then, because you
Right,
can't
there
mess
you go.
that up.
Yep. And again, single car, $89, and that's the sticker price, right? Not the actual price you'll pay in the
Yes.
street.
So
Good
those should
deal.
be reasonable
Yeah.
at a dealer.
I
Anyone like these want to say anything about the hoppers or no?
just wish they did different road names. That's all.
Yeah.
I wonder if Volume 2, Dell, will get if they're whip that they got the the tankers out for that if we'll get more. Like maybe you'll get your black one in volume 2 of this.
Yeah,
That's a good
yeah,
question.
yeah. As long as they're one of the lease companies with no railroad name on the side. I have one of them is the Philadelphia Energy Solutions one because trying to find those good luck trying to find these sound cars and the EOT ones. They don't exist.
Yeah,
And you're going to pay like 250 for this, somebody who has it jacked up that's dreaming on the price. But
I've
yeah,
looked for them on eBay since Dell's told me about them, and he showed me them, but I can't find them. So
Yeah. No, I know they're tough to come by on eBay. So, all right, we wanted to talk about the 262s.
I did at least.
Yeah.
go ahead, Mike.
The semi-scale nerd, yay! So of all the new stuff that you've got yours.
That's it right there from
That's
1948. 1948,
Oh,
right
yeah.
here. My father's first engine.
Wow.
And can you
Wow.
go full screen, Art?
Yeah,
I
let me
can't
go full
see
on
that.
that one.
Yeah, you go full on. I want to see that.
Yeah. But I was happy
Nice.
to see this.
Very nice.
They got some new tooling on it too, but I mean, shoot, there's a ton of detail on that one even.
Yeah. And the tooling, what they said is they used this. So they kept a lot of the same details and everything. And in fact, they even they put the jewels in instead of real marker lights to keep it traditional like the original.
To keep costs down.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'd like to hear that barn, the sounds that come out of the barn. I wouldn't pre-order it, but I'd want to hear it when I go to a hobby shop, though.
Right.
That's pretty cool. I didn't realize it had sounds.
You need some real estate to put that thing down somewhere.
That's the other issue.
That's a great point, Del, because I wish we knew. I wish we had some quotes. I guess that might be too much for a catalog, but me and Del were really interested in the Willy Wonka set that came out, and Del actually got it. I still haven't gotten it yet, but we were so bummed that there's no Gene Wilder talking in that. How do you get the license and then don't do that? So I don't know. That's bizarre.
Wasn't there just a new Wonka movie that came out?
So apparently the train set was not related to the movie. It was just a pure timing thing is what I think Lionel has said. But yes, it did come out like within months of the movie.
Right.
And I 100% Ray was like on the same boat as you. I'm like, what? The only thing they got was the whistle. Right? The whistle is the whistle he does to call the Uncle Lucas. Yeah.
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 These are on the website. You could, didn't they do this before for like the big boy? I wish on the website you should be able to click a button and hear.
Years ago, they used to have that. They used to have the sound files there, and you could listen to them.
Yeah, they should do that again.
Bring that back.
Yeah,
they got rid of. I think when they redid their site, they got rid of it.
Yeah.
So, all right. In the interest of time, let's keep us moving. But these are very interesting, and I do think they're cool. I was a little confused by this is the version that's my father's is a Lionel Lines. The tender on that Pennsylvania says Lionel Lines.
Yeah, they did a little bit.
I was like, either do a Lionel Lines or a Pennsylvania. Why do you do the combo of the two?
I guess that was something that was kind of common back then. I've seen a couple others, and it might have just been somebody that had mixed up a tender with another train too. But But anyway,
which one do you want, Mike?
Which one of those? I don't know if I'm gonna get either of those. They don't really fit in with any of the stuff that I have. And to me, like that's a great starter set, and I like that. I like those to an extent a little better than kind of the traditional starter set engines that they've had before. But there isn't really any like high-end Lion Chief steam engines. Like last year we had the Mikados, and those were fantastic. You had really crisp details. You had the lit marker lights up front. It just felt like a miniature legacy engine, and I really enjoyed mine. And I know a lot of folks that have gotten those from the previous catalog and enjoyed them. And so it was just kind of weird to not see anything kind of more modern take on some of the steam locomotives where they've gone full retro with this catalog. So maybe just a different theme, different idea they had.
Yeah, interesting. Maybe catalog, maybe volume 2, because they had so much in the beginning of this catalog.
That's true. Maybe you
Yeah.
didn't like overshadow stuff.
Yeah. So the only thing I want to point out is we were talking about this in the chat on Instagram the other day, right? See the engines along the left-hand side, those 242s?
Yeah.
They produce every starter set in the 242s. If you look back in the starter sets in here, they're all these 242s. Like that's why they're able to do them so cheap compared to the diesels.
And they're also probably plastic bodies. I've got a Peanuts Halloween one. Again, no quotes from the movie on that one. You guys are talking about Willy Wonka. If you've seen my my Peanuts Halloween review, like I figured they'd at least ditch in like the "I got a rock."
I got a rock.
Like
I mean, come on.
Yeah. So
but the Mickey Mouse
kind of
one, so I have the Mickey Mouse and Friends set that my wife got us years ago that kind of like got me re-going again in the hobby. And that one has all dialogue, like Mickey Mouse and dialogue. Yeah. Like it's made up for the train, but it's Mickey Mouse's voice, and the horn in the horn in there, the whistle in there is the whistle from the engine or that runs around Disney World.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Did you want to talk about the FTs here and move on?
Yeah. So I like the fact, and this kind of ties in later on, because I've not seen a bunch of catalogs with like hey, we've still got all this other stuff in stock too.
This is the first time they've ever done that.
Oh, okay. So they haven't. I wasn't sure. But
yeah.
There's a dummy for the Santa Fe Super Chief, and on another page there's also the full Vista Dome passenger car that are both add-ons for last year's. And conveniently, they have all of last year's stuff for Santa Fe still listed, so you can have both diesels, the powered and the dummy unit, and I think like 7 cars total. Yeah, you can see the full Vista Dome there, but you can make a hugely long like you won't even be able to fit it around the starter set oval at this rate, just because there's so much for the Super Chief. But I'm glad to see that because it's a really popular set, and it should be a staple of most people's collections.
Yeah, and I like that they brought back like the Union Pacific, the Pennsylvania, like to give all those starter sets. Like you can buy the starter set with the steam locomotive or the diesel in some cases, and then take the freight cars off and throw a passenger set behind it. And the Lionel lines ones that actually look pretty nice. I like that. I like the locomotive.
Yeah, that's sharp. But yeah, that's all I wanted to bring up on that. It's just you could make a super duper Super Chief set.
Super duper Super Chief.
I mean, because they have half vistas and the full vistas. Like you could have like 3 or 4 bubble cars. That's cool.
Speeders.
Art, I wanted to ask before the speeder, quick Art. I just wanted to ask you. You said you had an ET44. I didn't even. How do you like that? I didn't.
I love it. In fact, I was going to mention it and I didn't.
Oh, right. In the other stream,
because they're big in the semi scale here. They're in like every catalog, so
they're pretty.
This is the ET44 AC.
Nice.
Lion Chief Plus 2.0, and this is the first engine I have ever bought by myself.
Okay.
And I love this engine. I mean, it looks mean running down the tracks, nice. And in the right lighting, it just looks so good. That American flag and the detail on it. I mean, you can't really see it. I won't go full screen, but you can't really see it. But there's pretty decent detail on this.
Yeah. They do a pretty good job on those. I've got a GP7 in the Lion Chief, and I was really impressed with how much detail even was on that. Although the Legacy GP9s probably completely make that look like a Play-Doh now.
Yeah, but I mean, like that's why I like the Lion Chief Plus 2.0 stuff. When it looks like that, it's totally worth the money for somebody like myself or like Mike who just don't have the big curves, right?
Right.
You can get something, and it does not look silly running scale stuff behind it. Like I run my big old high cube Atlas boxcar behind it, no problem.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, the speeders. There's a ton of speeders in this catalog, like sprinkled in too. There's one with snow plows. Right. Yeah.
I want one because I told all you guys I have a track mobile and a ballast hamper, so the speeder's kind of like the last missing. And I don't have a trolley either, but none of these road names are doing it for me, so I might wait. I do like the one with the snowplow, the Christmas or Polar Express, I think, right?
Yeah.
But I might wait till Volume 2 to see if they run some more.
They keep running these every catalog, and what I would say too is look for them at a show. I always see them at shows.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
Now I got a conventional one off of somebody on one of the forums. So you may have to sacrifice like conventional versus TMCC, but like
TMCC, right?
it's a speeder. It doesn't really matter.
Right.
Just buy one of these, find the road name you actually want, and just swap the bodies.
That's why, right?
And then just sell the other one.
Yeah, you could
sell the
just,
shell, right?
All right. We're going to skip through some of this stuff. I just wanted to point out, I thought it was kind of funny that they did the Superman flat car with the steel load because he's the Man of Steel.
Yep, and then you've got the Batman logo and.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
Yeah.
I'm a dummy.
I thought those were cool. And then once again, if the Angela Trotter boxcar there was the 2026, I would have bought that. But it's the 675 with the Lionel lines, so it doesn't match my engine. So I won't. I'll skip that one.
Oops.
Barbie's everywhere, of course, right?
Gotta
All
have
right.
those from.
Here we go.
Bob.
Yes, you do. You do not need Barbie running around.
No, I don't. Bob. Anyone want to talk on Bob? Let me go first.
I think we all need to talk on Bob.
yeah,
I think my favorite thing is the water tower.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
If only it had like a real afro that was sticking out of it. That's what they should have done. Was like put a real afro on it.
Like a chia pet, you could grow it.
Oh my gosh, that would be even better.
I love Bob Ross. I used to watch him when I was a kid. My mom said I would be like in a trance in front of the TV watching him. So again, I wish we could hear what he's going to say. He better be saying happy little accidents in this boxcar. That's all I'm going to say.
I got to imagine that's what they're doing.
Okay.
Again, bring back that button, Lionel. That way we don't have to imagine and we can buy.
Yeah. And then the Mr. Rogers stuff, like I thought that was just so cool. Like again, I don't know, it's just kind of cool. Plus, also he had trains right in his show, so it also kind of was nice for a crossover.
Jing jing.
Yeah, right, and because there's the king and queen at the top there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, King Friday and what's the girl's name?
Friday and
King Friday and I don't know. Oh God,
I forget. He had kind of a generic name. My son knows him because he watches Daniel Tiger.
Oh yes.
Page and he's like, "Oh, the owl." I'm like, pretty sure that's his uncle, but okay.
All right, got the good Chevy Crane, Ford Crane, like it. Sure, somebody's going to be asking why there's no. So I wanted to stop here quick, just point out the military stuff. Tank car and the box car, they're semi-scale, whatever. But the flat cars are back with a different looking tank. It's more of a dark green this time. I'm assuming they're going to get the color right with the tank. And the price is much more reasonable, right? The last time they ran these, I think they were starting at 130, somewhere around there, and that was 130 at a retailer. So they were probably listing them like 150 in the catalog. So the price is good.
Sherman's at Sherman Hill with that big boy set a couple years ago. Is that what
I missed out on that set, and when I started looking for my Lion Master, that's the set I was looking for.
Me too.
And then could never find it.
Yep. Oh, B-Marts has it. Good old freaking B-Marts.
Yeah, for $4,000. All right, let's keep moving. I was a little disappointed, by the way. The blue coal load here doesn't glow like the
Lex Luthor.
Like the Lex Luthor load, yeah.
Missed up.
But there you go. There's the graffiti and the semi-scale. I thought that was cool. Personalized cars. All right, we are into Halloween. Ooh. Tell me where to stop or go.
Oh, those passenger cars are really nice.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Those are the same Al Capone cars that were from earlier in the book.
Oh,
I didn't notice that.
And they say eerie lines on, just like the triplex, and to have the triplex Halloween glow in the dark engine in these cars that glow in the dark. That would be the set of the book to combine. They're in two different sections of the catalog, which blows my mind. You should put the stuff together. But if you put that engine with those cars, but then I looked at the price of the cars and I said, no, thank you.
So, you know what's really interesting? You say that, right? Because they did that with the Polar Express, right? They put the legacy engine with all the legacy, with the holiday stuff, with with the cars. Why didn't they put the triplex back here with this?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Even
I
if you
don't know,
went,
but that-
even if you just did it small in the top right hand corner or something of the page, right? Just to
Or
include
just
it on
say
the
like,
same
hey,
page.
jump back to this page so you can make that connection.
Yeah, interesting. But yeah, that's a great call. But the price is pretty killer on those.
Oh my God, that deflated me instantly when I saw that.
It spooked you.
Wait, does that
Yeah,
mean you have interest in the triplex?
Sheesh.
Did you have interest in getting the triplex or no?
Me? No,
Yeah.
no, not at
Oh,
all.
all right. There's
I
your
would get
242,
like
by the way. Look at the top right hand corner. 242 is back again. See, I'm telling you, they must produce like
oh yeah.
just a couple 20, 50,000 of those and just paint them in different colors. Anyways, all right.
I
Charlie.
would get like the Halloween doodle bug if I were to get a Halloween. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
I
Do
don't
they
yeah,
know if
have
like
that?
set it out and ding 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 ding.
I don't know
Did I
if I'd
skip
get
over it?
a.
Do they have it?
No, you
Oh
just
no,
do it
that was.
there.
I think we already kind of did it the other day. Like they were in the front, but
Oh, it was in the front. Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like if I were to get it, it
Go
wouldn't
back
be a
to our
legacy. It would be a Lion Chief.
Yeah. All right.
There it is.
well,
There it is, spelled correctly this time.
Not only did they spell it correctly, but they made the sleigh bell limited in something that will go around the tree.
That was an
Yes.
excellent point I never thought of when I first looked at this set.
And nobody thought of it until RBP did it. And my son and I literally just rewatched that episode. And I'm like, you know what? This doesn't look bad in a Lion Chief version. Like, I was
Right.
afraid it would lose some of its grandeur without it being the gigantic scale
Right.
behemoth that it is. And it looks good.
I'm just looking to see. There's no details on here about the price of it. Is in the next? Is
Yeah,
it a little
that's
further down?
Yeah, they have it a little bit further in. I think,
okay.
once the page.
Because I was looking to see if it had the same dialogue and everything, right? I would assume they.
Oh, no, I didn't know
I wonder
that.
if they would copy the dialogue. Let's see. There's the Hiawatha. I think it's on this page. Here we go. Oh, it has an extra 2-pack too that you can get.
You can expand it. I also really like that steam locomotive, though. It's more
Special.
simple.
It says special passenger announcement. So I wonder if it has some version of that dialogue.
That'd be great if they did.
Yeah.
I
Again,
hope so,
press that
because
button on the website. Come on.
I hope they had to have put it because they jacked it up compared like
Oh
just
yeah,
for the
look at
skin.
that. Would you look at
So-
that? Would you
like
just
compared to
Right.
a
look at it?
regular Lion Chief set they did. So
Yeah. No, that's a good point. Cool.
Christmas tree material, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, there's more 242s. There's another prairie. They did, look at this. In this one page, Christmas locomotive. Look at that. They did every one of their Burke, the prairie, the 242, and the ET 44s.
They're just printing them all.
well no, I said the
Throw it at the
Christmas
wall, see what
section
sticks, right?
is just the whole front of the catalog. Every engine from the front of the catalog.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Nice. All right. There's one of the speeders with the plow. There you go. Oh, so you can get a straight up Christmas
Yeah,
speeder
without
with
the
plow.
Polar Express.
Without the Polar
Yeah.
Express. Yeah. Although that looks more pink, purple than.
No, actually,
Red?
I don't know if it's because mine looks red. I don't know why that one looks purple.
Are you sure?
All right,
it's
it might
not
be my
your-
PC.
Okay.
Ray might have been looking at his tanker cars a little too long.
Nice. All right, we're into some of the accessories. So I wanted to stop here for a second and point out two things. I don't know if anybody picked up on this, but in the bottom left-hand corner there, that's the IR sensor that they normally have for accessories, but it's set up for plug and play or plug and
kinda
expand
cool.
play, right? That they call it. So it's got the ports that you could plug your
Yeah.
things right into, and then as it goes by, it would turn them on for
I
a period
saw
of time.
that and I was interested in it, and I might get one of these because you guys
Yeah,
know I'm
because
gonna
I
have those
actually have been
wires on
looking.
there.
I've been looking to get the other one to just attach to throw on the layout someplace, and then I saw this and I was like, oh, that's really pretty slick that they built it with the plug. And
Yeah,
then
I
on the
like
right
that.
here, new lighting. These are different lampposts that they've done in the past, and this is kind of nice because they're trying to keep up with like the Woodland Scenics, right?
Right.
They're getting a little more into like the style and a little more detail in their lights as opposed to just producing, the standard little post. So I thought that was cool.
I love lamp.
And they did, and you see they carried the style forward to the street lights, to the double lights.
Modern. And now,
All right.
The stuff we didn't sell.
The stuff we didn't sell that we got to sell. So where do we want to jump in here? I know you talked about the passenger cars, and I don't remember exactly where they are.
Yeah. Just,
Is there
there's a
anything else
super
in here we got to
cheap
talk
set
about?
with the cars? Yeah. I mean, to me, I don't know. Like they said, like, oh, this isn't just stuff we didn't sell. This is just regular stock that we keep going, which I get for like their sets and everything. But there's a lot in here.
I'm gonna say two things that I wanted that I didn't get. I don't know what Dell think. I like the GLA hoppers, Dell, the Pennsylvania ones. I think those look cool. That were in like the Iron Hippo, I think, from last.
Did I go
And
back
then
far enough? Here they are, right? They're in here.
yeah, those ones. And then just because you guys know, I ordered the F-19 pre-ordered, so I need some C&O passenger cars, and those were on the front of this list. But I still think I'm better off getting, like from Trains, like a 5-pack for what? Like I don't know. I'm sure these are still 500 for a 2-pack. So
Oh, you know what? That's interesting you say that. I didn't notice any. There's no prices listed here.
Yeah.
yeah, which I was kind of hoping they wouldn't be what they were the first time. Maybe that's wishful thinking.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
it,
I
you
do
know,
need CNO. I do need CNO passenger cars. So
for the most part, right, this is like the standard stuff they run all the time, like the Polar Express cars, obviously not the locomotives, but like the box cars, this kind of stuff. So you could see that being like, hey, this is stuff we always have in stock. But then you look at things like some of these passenger sets, like the Southern Wood Coach of Observation 2-pack. I can't imagine that's something they're running on a frequent basis.
Right.
That's something they just built a lot of and got stuck with.
Right.
But that's okay. It's good to see them like us, right? We've got to sell things in order to buy new things.
but it
They've
is
got to
kind
sell
of.
things in order to make new things. So
I mean, it is
I'm okay with that.
weird. Like these Conrail, the Conrail and the Lehigh Valley PS5 gondolas, those just came out. Like they just got delivered. Me and Dell just got some, and they're put them in here. I don't get that.
Can one of you
Like,
guys make a meme with Ray ordering Conrail stuff and then just edit in surprise, surprise?
okay, when I get the covered hoppers, I'll make that on Instagram.
It's gonna be a very awkward live stream when we have Dackman join us as a guest someday.
Oh my gosh. We'll just exit and just let them Conrail.
Nice. Although I just noticed that New York Central Vision stock cars there, the 3-pack. I might have to hunt those down.
Oh. Are those the ones that talk to or have like the animals in them or something? Or?
Yeah, yeah. And I think that I don't think the New York Central ones were in the last run. I think those were 2 runs ago. So that I have sheep, so those might be pigs, in which case it'll totally be worth tracking that down.
I still think it'd be smart for them. You can change the different horn sounds. You should be able to change the type of livestock.
Lionel, if you're listening, Mike has a fantastic idea. Go through it really fast again so everybody understands what you're saying.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think instead of releasing these are the sheep, these are the cows, these are, this specific animal set and it'll never change. Just have it so you can, change the horn or change the sounds to be a different set of animals. But
Okay,
I get, it's easier for them just
we all know that's not happening.
It's possible. Never say never, right?
idea.
I think it's a brilliant idea. I think it
maybe
is.
Sid can figure it out. Sid's pretty smart with electronics.
Yeah. I mean, like maybe you do that as like we've gotten through, we've done a bunch of these. Now they've done them 3 or 4 times, right? So you've done them 3 or 4, you get 5, maybe runs out of these things. And you say, hey, now instead of selling 3-packs, we're going to sell a sound car that has all of them in there. And you just aux 1 whistle to change the animal like you do on an engine. I think it's a great idea.
And to keep the guys that already have the one that's never going to change from being ticked off, you could just slightly jack up the price and say, well, it's got more stuff you can do with it.
That's right. You could sell it for the same price of the 3-pack and sell it as 1 car. Probably not, but like you're right, something like that, right? You don't have to sell it as the 3-pack. And what would be great too is then you can then make it look like the other. So then you could have like a 4-pack of the same looking cars with 2 different animals in it.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's definitely the right thing to do. But...
No, I think it would be pretty clever if they pulled that off. So yeah, here's the Halloween doodlebug, the North Pole doodlebug. I'm just not sold on those things. They look kind of
What,
odd
the
to me.
doodle bugs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It's
all
a
right.
box on wheels.
I got the Thomas and Friends set already up here somewhere.
Is
So I'm
his
good
face
there.
as demented as it seems in the pictures?
You know,
I'm a big
it looks
Thomas
actually
fan.
looks exactly like it does. Yeah, the
Ah.
second one down. So I have the second set down, not the top one. So
So
his face looks a little more normal in the second set, right?
they released a Percy, they released a Diesel, they released a James, and they all look closer to the modern counterparts. And then whatever guy in 1980 that screwed this up, they've just stuck with that mold
Well,
the
didn't
whole
they
way
have
through.
at one point they had Thomas where you could change the face?
That's a G scale.
Oh, I thought Lionel did that too.
No,
Oh,
no,
maybe
my old Lionel conventional one, that's mine isn't Rail Chief one. The older ones, they came with two
Lion
other
Chief,
faces.
Lion Chief, Lion Chief.
So,
How
oh,
many drinks does he have?
it's
Forgot Mike on
water
our
tonight,
brains.
guys. It's water.
It's Russian water. It's vodka.
Well, hopefully, Real Chief is watching us.
Right? Hi, buddy.
But yeah, so the conventional one you could change the faces out, but when they went Lion Chief, you can't change the faces. But
Is
the
that
hat
why it
comes
looks
on.
so strange? Because it was supposed to have another face fit over it?
Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why, and they just don't supply the extra faces anymore. So
Oh, well.
yeah,
More Top Gun
Army
costs for you
rescue
guys probably.
sets. Polar Express is in here. What else?
All of your
Oh,
bread
Willy
and butter
Wonka's in
starter
here.
sets.
Here you go. Willy Wonka's in here still.
Wonka's in there.
I heard
Nice.
a lot of the Disney 100 stuff is going on sale. I wonder if the Wonka sets going to start going on sale if they're still out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then just some other stuff. What's interesting is I do not see the Hogwarts train in here.
No,
Oh.
it was there, I thought.
Was it?
I swear I just
It's
saw it.
all
Hold on.
the cones there.
The Muggle picked it up.
I swear I just saw it in here. Yeah, it was
down
at the
there.
bottom.
Oh,
the
the
bottom of
bottom.
the
I didn't
Wonka
see it.
page.
Yeah. Yeah, so you could put your plug-in for your product. You would like Lionel to build the legacy version of this.
I would like to see it in scale, but I know more people want the Polar Express. But I've heard plenty of people say they want that in scale.
I've seen some really cool like Lego layouts with all the Lego Harry Potter stuff with that Lionel train running through it. It's pretty cool.
I think they should sell. I'm surprised that since they have the license already, they didn't. I'm surprised there's not plug and play like the castle and.
Oh yeah.
I think they're missing out on that one.
Yeah, I would like to see. Here's the Lex Luthor car. I would like to see if I could get this Monsters Inc. car on sale somewhere.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, because this car, I don't know if you've ever seen this car. What it does is it's got a little the lights. It's sound activated. So like if you scream near it, the lights go up and then they go down. Yeah.
So
There's your Wonder Woman car. And then
it's eluded me so far.
There's the wait, no, it didn't go forward. There we go.
Because it's invisible. Get it? I'm not drinking anything here.
Four dads are gonna make four dad jokes. Okay.
Oh god.
See, here you go. Here's a great example. The North Pole has the illuminated coal. Why did the blue coal not have the illuminated coal?
Speaking of coal, why did they go with gold coal for the Polar Express Lion Chief version, like the updated one? It just looks.
Not it for the 20th anniversary set. They did gold. I think for the regular set, it's still black.
Okay, but still, it just looks weird.
Yeah, I think they did something similar with the 10th anniversary. They did extra gold striping and stuff on it. I think it's just their thing they do.
I love gold.
Yeah, because you're not melting gold to run the train. That'd be an interesting one. All right. I think that's pretty much wraps it up. So I think we're good, right? Unless anybody wants to talk about any of the accessories or anything that are still out there.
We already covered the base 3 and that's like the last thing.
Oh wait, what happened? Didn't they take that down?
So yes. So I went and watched their live stream after Friday night when Ray brought that news up about the base 3. I guess, right, if you remember, the power went out in their live stream, so they lost audio and stuff. So it looks like they just stopped the live stream at that point. from there on. So they don't have any of the detail. I could be wrong, but it seems like they don't have any. I could not find any of the detail about the base 3.
Did
It
somebody just
is
conveniently
weird. It was on the
unplug?
literally the last page. How could it not be on the first page, guys? Come on.
Well, I guess if the news is that it's delayed even further till the end of the summer, hopefully
Well,
before Christmas.
that makes me scared that it really won't be till the volume 2 catalog, right? Because I assume they would put it in there if it's not out yet.
2 weeks. But
Where is it?
seriously, they keep talking about all the stuff it's gonna do. They've done live streams telling the guys what it's gonna do. Yeah, that's great. So do it. Just
And I personally, like,
do
I'm a
it.
technology guy. Like, I'm okay with them delivering it without the stuff and then adding stuff in as
That's
it goes
fair.
forward. But I think the problem is they just haven't even been able to produce the unit yet.
Right.
But from what I heard, they're still in like the prototyping phase.
Mm. All right. Thank God for Bluetooth. Because
Yeah.
I'd be screwed without it.
Right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right. So I think we're good, right, guys? We can wrap it up here. But thank you all for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe and be on the lookout for our next episode in February. We're not sure exactly the timing. We're going to be probably, I'm thinking, for the 3rd, 4th week of February. And we'll make sure to put out a lot of promos for that as well. So let you guys know what we have in mind for that episode.
Cool.
Any other parting words, guys?
That's it. Thanks, guys, for watching.
Stay classy,
Yep.
San Diego.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Did you do it?